here we are starting another beautiful sunny day in southern Florida. Visiting Biscayne National Park was never part of the original plan for this trip, but since we're here and we have learned that it's literally right up the street, well, why not? Here we go! From our campground, it's about 25 miles to Biscayne National Park. Taking about 40 minutes, it actually felt much shorter as most of the driving time was just getting into Homestead, Florida. We came to visit this park knowing beforehand that we actually would not be able to do most of the activities that you can do here, but given the close proximity, it was not something that we could pass up. The reason for this is that 95% of the park is water. There are also a few keys that are part of the park, but these also are only accessible by boat. There are concessionaires providing tours by boat as well as snorkeling or diving trips, but as winter is the peak season and coming to this park was a last-minute call, we had no reservations and everything was booked. But that's okay. We're going to check out the visitor center and do everything that we can do in this area. Of course, we grabbed our passport stamps and then watched the video that was being shown in the visitor center where we learned about the ecology of the bay and the keys within the park. Given that the park and southern Florida in general sit in a transitional zone between climates, there's more of a variety of plant and animal life. In the visitor center, the exhibits are very well done and put fully on display this diversity of life. There is a short trail near the visitor center, but during our visit it was closed for improvements. The next time that we're here, we will check that out and also plan ahead so that we can explore more of the park. But for now, it's time to move on. Alright guys, so we had a slight change of plans. Today was supposed to be the day that we'd leave Florida and start making our way up north towards Cherokee, North Carolina. We were loving the warm weather so much and having such a good time. We decided to stretch that out a little bit, delay it. And we extended our stay here at Long Pine Key Campground one more day. Tomorrow we're not sure where we're going, but we know we'll be here at least one more night. Unfortunately, we had to move a spot since the one we were in was already reserved. So, you know, we switched it up. It only took a minute, so it was not really a big deal. So we got a whole nother day here we're looking forward to. And right now we're going to start driving and make our way to check out Key Largo. Dawn and I visited Key West for a portion of one day during a cruise we took once many years ago, and that was previously the limit of my time spent in the Keys. Because of this, I was very excited to see another area of the Florida Keys, more specifically Key Largo, which sits at the opposite end of the chain. People at the Key Largo Visitor Center were very friendly and provided a lot of great information. We were hungry for some lunch, so we decided to grab some grub at this Mexican joint called Señor Frijole. Satisfied from lunch, we continued on our driving tour of Key Largo, then decided we'd go visit the Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park. The entrance fee into the park is $8, which is very reasonable. Gotta watch out for crocodilians in this spot. To be honest, I never even heard that word till I saw that sign. The park does have beaches which are popular for swimming, but for me, there's a little bit more debris than I like. Kind of like Biscayne, this park's really kind of all about the water. There are boat and kayak rentals available here, as well as snorkeling and diving tours, and of course, we had no reservations for any of that, so we're going to enjoy the park from the land. We started down a boardwalk trail, but after a short while we found out that it was closed. We don't know for sure why, but I'm guessing it was probably because of damage sustained during Hurricane Irma. Man, check out how clear this water is. Alright, so when we were sitting there chilling, having lunch at that Senor Frijoles, enjoying some chips and salsa, enjoying the water and the warmth, we decided to change up plans once again. So we're no longer planning to go to Cherokee, North Carolina on this trip. Instead, we're going to stick around the Florida Keys. Alright, so we got a spot that's in the Sunshine Key RV Park, I think it's called. You know, this is a busy time of year in the Keys. Everyone's trying to escape the cold weather, so we're actually quite lucky that we found a spot at all. We spent you know, the whole meal basically looking for any campsite on in the Keys, and that's what we found. So looking forward to that. We're gonna head home now, have one last night stay at the Long Pine Key campground. Just like the past few nights prior, on the way back to our campsite, we thought, why not stop and do this Anhinga trail one last time. I've enjoyed visiting Everglades National Park and camping out here at Long Pine Key. I liked it a lot, and I look forward to doing it again sometime in the future. Home sweet home back here at the Scamp. We're looking forward to a nice relaxing night at the campground, get things a little packed up because tomorrow it's time to move on. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate you checking us out. Like and subscribe, and later.